Periyava Sharanam, experiences with His Holiness. Information gathered from Raju, an official from Department of Education, Kanchi. Kanchi Selvam, former parliament member, would often visit to have darshan of Sri Periyava. He was fortunate to survive a car accident. Post the accident, he visited Sri Periyava and sought his blessings. Kanchi Selvam had once arranged for a special Abhisheka Aradhana of Sri Kumarakottam Murugaperuman. Even as the Abhishekam was being performed inside the temple, Selvan's friends informed him of Sri Periyava's arrival by foot on the Rajaveedi. He came out to the Rajaveedi to greet and receive Sri Periyava into the temple. Sri Periyava looked at Selvam and said, "So, you are performing Abhishekam because it is a year today since your car accident. I came just to witness that." Kanchi Selvam was unaware that it had been a year since the accident. His body quivered and he said that it was his fortune that Sri Periyava remembered it correctly, and not just that, he came to bless him in person at Kumarakottam Sri Murugan temple. Once, Kanchi Selvam had taken along with him a few prominent party members when he visited to have darshan of Sri Periyava. At the time, Sri Periyava blessed him with the words, "You will get a chance to meet and associate yourself with some of the world's premier and prominent people." A few days later, Kanchi Selvam contested in the parliament election from Kanchipuram. He went and sought the blessings of Sri Periyava for his electoral victory. He even visited Sri Periyava on the morning of the poll count. Later that night, Kanchi Selvam was declared elected as the MP. Next day morning, when Kanchi Selvam visited for Sri Periyava's darshan, Sri Periyava told him, "I was expecting you after poll count last night and was awake." Kanchi Selvam realized his mistake and apologized to Sri Periyava. Later on, he traveled to many countries as part of various international delegations and got a chance to talk and mingle with many dignitaries, just as Sri Periyava had predicted earlier. When former Tamil Nadu Chief Minister M.G.R. was getting treated in America for ill health, Kanchi Selvam approached Sri Periyava and said, "Periyava must bless that M.G.R. recovers his health." Sri Periyava said in response, "In a village in Karnataka, there are a few idols of deities buried under the earth. Excavate them, build a temple and consecrate them. Inform this to him." As told, Kanchi Selvam relayed this to M.G.R.'s wife V.N. Janaki, who was in the US. Later, with the chief minister's help, the idols were excavated, a temple was built and idols consecrated. M.G.R. was completely cured. He returned from the US and sought Periyava's blessings. Swaminatha Iyer, a Smartha, was working as Maniyakkarar at Kanchipuram Sri Varadaraja Perumal temple. Once when he went to have darshan of Sri Periyava, he was told, "Hereafter apply Gopi Chandanam. Isn't that your family tradition?" From the next day onwards, he applied Gopi Chandanam on his forehead and continued with his work at the temple. The other employees working with him were not averse to his previously vibhuti smeared forehead, yet when they saw the long Gopi Chandana Namadhari, there was a gradient increase in friendliness at mind level. They began to think of him as a follower of Vaishnava tradition. From then on, he was held in high esteem in that temple and his influence increased manifold. One day, Maniyakkarar had darshan of Sri Periyava at Thenambakam. Sri Periyava told him to make a Thombai Pillayar out of black stone in a day and install it the same day at Shivasthanam. Swaminatha Iyer accepted that order. In a couple of days, he met the Sthapati and marked an auspicious date for the installation and submitted it to Sri Periyava for his approval. By the grace of Sri Periyava, the Thombai Pillayar was startlingly made in a day and a Kumbhabhishekam was performed. Periyava Sharanam.